Hey everyone, today we'll be looking at the Trackman Combine Test, how it works, and more importantly, what I scored on it. So, this is where I do my Trackman Combine Test. Before I start, I'll do a few warm-up shots, hit my 56, 52, pitching wedge, 7, 5, driver, and see how that goes. This is only the second time I'm doing a test, but I thought it'd be good to show everyone what actually goes in doing a Trackman Combine Test. Yeah, let's do that. Just realised that I'm hitting a 9 on a 56, so I'm just going to go and change the setting. Don't want anyone to think I can hit a 56 that far. So, I've spent about half an hour hitting, different clubs, different shots, good shots and bad shots. That leaves me about half an hour in my session, which is what I feel I need to hit 60 balls at the Trackman Combine and get a good score out of that. So let's do that next. So, setting up is quite simple. In here you go to Trackman Combine and then press the start button. Even with a glove, it will work. It will do some calibration of where the ball should be. It should be in that spot there. I tend to just press continue on this, and then boom, it knows who I am, it knows what kind of stuff I like. Yeah, it's ready to go. Hit a few shots. These are all the different shots that I'll be hitting: 60 yards, 70, 80, 90, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, and a driver. So yeah, let's get started. Yeah. So I've hit a few warm-up shots and now I'm just gonna press the start button and let's go. Just a little tip, I carry a book around with all of the clubs that I've used to hit the different distances. So the last time I tried this test and got a terrible score, I know what I used for my 60, 70, 80, 90. It's like a yardage book, but more for the indoor, and then you can take this outside on your course as well. Don't forget to keep on writing what clubs you've been hitting. I forgot. So I've just completed the first 30 balls and this is what the score shows. Not great, a bit lower than my handicap, but got another 30 balls to try and catch up to it. So yeah, let's continue to do that. One thing to remember is to write down what shots I've hit with what clubs, just so I can go back to my next 60-yard shot, and then now I know what club I should technically hit. Right, so I've completed the test. All you do is press OK, finish, OK, and then I'll receive an email and we can go through the score. So that was tiring. It's not easy. I don't think I did that well. Probably worse than my last Trackman Combine, but I'll take you through the scores very soon. Welcome back. We've now hit the balls. We've now got the results. Let's see what they actually mean when you receive that email and you click on that open link. Right, so the first thing you'll be looking at when you open up the email is the combined score and the estimated handicap. Let me tell you, don't take these personally. Well, do, because that's what you scored this time round. but don't take them to heart, because these numbers are just estimates. Like they say, it's an estimated handicap, and they quite easily move to the positive or to the negative depending on how good or bad of a shot you hit. So I wouldn't just look at these numbers, I would look at the overall picture of every single shot you've hit and take what you can away from that. So we'll be looking at the good and the ugly. We've got a target of 160 yards, which is my good in this test. I scored a 72.7, and I've got a target of 180 where I scored a 37. The reason I'm only looking at the two ends is because there's just so much data. If you were to spend time doing this, we'd be taking forever. So I want to show you what good potentially looks like, or good, at least for me, looks like, and what ugly for me and everyone looks like when you go out and do a combined test. Starting with 160 yards, if you have a look at the dispersion rate, you can see why I scored a 72.7. I've got a good cluster of 4 balls out of 6, all close to the 160 yard target. And that is the reason why I've got a score of 94 on one of them, got a 85, a 77, and an 84. So that already pushed my numbers of my averages, if I just use those 4 shots, up to probably an 80. And then I have a couple of shots which are slightly off to the left hand side, and they are a 73 and then the really bad one of 23. Now you have to remember, by this point I've already hit 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, I can't count, around 20 shots, and I've been hitting them one after the other. You won't be doing this on the course, so there's the factor of you having to concentrate for a long period of time, hitting every single ball correctly, getting in the stance correctly. So there's some fatigue that comes into play as well. I'm sure you heard me being out of breath, maybe because I'm unhealthy and unfit, but also because I hit 60 balls, you know, in quick succession, and no one does that on the golf course. So that's also one of the reasons why I did miss hit one. Maybe that's why I miss hit this one, but it also could be that I've just, you know, not hit it off the club face right. So there are multiple reasons why one could miss hit a ball in a test like this, but you'll likely see a pattern emerging. So I've hit 2 balls to the left, so I know that I've probably mishit these a little bit, not on the center of the club face. So that's something I can take from this session to the next one and focus on taking my time on hitting the 160 yard shots, making sure I'm in the right position so that I get these 2 balls that are slightly to the left closer into the cluster that I've got here. Now that's my 160 yard shot. Let's have a look at the 180 yard shot. And just by looking at the dispersion, you can see, you know, I've just done terribly here. I've scored, I don't know how I scored 37, I think that's incredible. So let's have a look at the first one. I'm not surprised that it's given me a score of 0 because, well, you know, I completely duffed that one. Let's have a look at the next one along. Again, completely duffed that one. Let's have a look at the next one. I'm hoping it's better. Yeah, I got 1. So 3 out of the 6 balls that I hit scored me an average of 0.33 out of 100. Now you know why I scored a 37. And also, I mean, this is terrible, right? If you have a look at the other 3 shots that I hit, they gave me an average of 72, a 73, and a 76. So I was averaging, you know, 73.5, something like that with 3 shots. But then the other 3 shots, I got a 0. So you divide 73 by 6 and you get, well, 37. So I'm not, you know, feeling really sad about these numbers. Of course I'm a little bit upset because I didn't score what I wanted to score. And I mean, everyone would like to score you know, 70s, 80s at their 180 yard shot, but I know this is a part of the game that I need to work on, and I've had some swing changes and a lot of things are coming together. So this is a number for me that going forward I just need to focus on and practice and practice and practice and make sure that I hit the ball with the correct stance, posture, hands, club face, finish position, everything is right, so that going forward I can get this number. I hope to double it to 70 at least, right? So that's what I'm taking from the 180 yard target. So that was it. I just wanted to show you what's on offer when you do a Trackman Combine Test, what process you go through when you're in the studio, and then what process you go through when you are looking at your screen with some of the numbers that you get. But don't, again, take these numbers to heart, because these are there to improve your golf game. You can look at the individual targets, you can look at the individual scores that you got, and take that to your next practice session, improve, work on those things, and get better, so that the next time you do a Trackman Combine Test, you're ready to score a higher number. That's all from me. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe and give this video a like if you did enjoy it, and let me know if there's anything you'd like to see more of. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.